Yoruba people destroyed many buildings of the bandits inside the forest. We saw a move by Sunday Igboho. He entered into the forest and burned down several buildings belonging to the Fulani militias. Olubadan of Ibadan, Oba Abductts, he told the Fulani militias, leave the forest of Ibadan immediately. But there's a bad news at this time again in Yoruba land. I will keep saying it. The Fulani cannot conquer Yoruba people, except for the saboteurs who may be giving them information. Àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀, àwọn ẹnibi, those people who are giving them information are the problem. And those people who are still believing that the Yoruba and Fulani are one, those ones are the problem at this time. Because look at that information on your screen from Ondo State. Another king has been kidnapped in Yoruba land. Ooni of Ife, he told Yoruba people, it is time for you to use traditional means. And I don't even understand. How can you be a king and be kidnapped? But most of the times, they have abandoned their tradition. You see a king today, he will tell you, I have converted to Islam. You see a king, he will tell you, I have converted to Christianity. If you want to be a king and convert, then go and open a church or open a mosque. When you are a king in Yoruba land, you must adhere to the tradition. Ìṣe àti àṣà Yorùbá, you must adhere, because how can a king be kidnapped by gunmen? Look at that information on your screen there. How can a king, a Yoruba king, be kidnapped? Ọba tí wọ́n dífá fún, how can you be kidnapped? Because you have abandoned your ancestors. Happy Sunday to all of my viewers. Today is Sunday, the 14th of June, 2026. I love you and I appreciate all of you. I thank you for always watching. I love all of my viewers, but this news, I'm very angry about it. The Yoruba have done their part in destroying all the camps of the terrorists. So they are now going one way or the other to abduct traditional rulers. And at this time, it is time for them to also say enough is enough. We cannot continue in this way and in this age all the time. Before I proceed further, let me give my new viewers who are watching this program for the first time. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. Kindly like and share as you are watching, and also drop your comments. Kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also on notifications. Arrest Sheikh Gumi and release Nnamdi Kanu. This was the statement that was made by Primate Ayodele. He has told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is time to arrest Sheikh Gumi or you release Nnamdi Kanu. I gave you an information and I will always stand by it. Anybody today who is watching me and you are an Igbo person and you supported the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu by Muhammadu Buhari's government, you are an efulefu. You are a useless human being, because the same Muhammadu Buhari that arrested Nnamdi Kanu was the same person that was calling the bandits, giving them amnesty. It was the same person that offered Miyetti Allah 100 billion. Nnamdi Kanu today, for example, he had been given life imprisonment. Bandits are being released. Boko Haram are being called repentant Boko Haram. But you are an Igbo person, you are watching me and you are happy that your son is in detention. You are a fool. You are an idiot. and you don't have brain. The same way for the Yoruba people who are talking nonsense about Sunday Igboho, but they cannot talk nonsense about the fact that these militias are doing evil to the Yoruba people. These militias are destroying our land. You are a foolish person. At this time, the truth must be said. I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, this is the time for soul searching, and we must tell ourselves the truth. Go and watch the past recordings of Nnamdi Kanu, where he was speaking like a prophet sent by God, talking about the invasion of Yoruba land by the Fulani. Go and watch it yourself. Sunday Igboho said, let us enter into the bush and destroy all Fulani. Some Yoruba people are talking nonsense. We saw a religious leader in Yoruba land. He was talking nonsense. Go and watch a new video that was released by Oluwo of Iwo. Oluwo said that the Fulani are like the indigenes of Iwo. How can the Fulani be an indigene in Yoruba land? Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ni gbogbo kàtìkàtì yìí? How can you call such a people an indigene of your land, of your ancestral land which God has given to you? Rede. These are the things I'm talking about, traditions. Kéèyàn tó jọba, kí wọ́n dífá. That statement that is coming from the primate, he has told President Ahmed Tinubu, release Nnamdi Kanu immediately, or you arrest Sheikh Ahmad Gumi. Now, you have seen Sheikh Gumi, he has came out. Sheikh Gumi has came out. And he is now talking about how he is innocent. Sheikh Gumi said it, that he is innocent too. He is not supporting any bandits or any terrorists in Nigeria. If today you are watching me now and you're a Yoruba person and you are still believing in that words that the Yoruba and Fulani are brothers, then I don't even know what's your problem. Now, Yoruba king has been abducted in his palace. 60-year-old man. Those students that were abducted till now, they are still in kidnappers there, and we have not seen any statement that came out from the north. All of them have kept quiet. All of them, they have looked the other way. They have kept quiet. They are not making any statement regarding the release of these young people. And anytime I speak, I get angry, and some people just come out and talk nonsense. That's my problem. Nítorí àtijọ́ àti mú, you want to sell your father's land. You want to sell your own brothers for this nonsense. We cannot continue like this. I'm telling you. Before the British came to this country, we already had Southern Protectorate and Northern Protectorate. The Yorubas were ruling themselves, and they had their own way of running themselves before the British came. Before that amalgamation in 1914, now 2014, it had reached 100 years, and we saw a person from the north. He said, after 100 years, Nigeria had expired. This was his own statement. After 100 years, the country had expired. So the question is this: what are you talking about at this time? Because when I look, I was waiting for a statement that will come from the north. I've not seen anything today. Onílù ò ní fẹ́ kí lòun ó bàjẹ́. You cannot be there and allow someone to take over your ancestral land unless ọmọ àlè ni ẹ́. Tó bá kí sọmọ àlè ó ní máa wò kí wọ́n gbalẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́. Everybody start talking nonsense. When Muhammadu Buhari introduced Uga, that was the same way I was shouting that this is a plan to bring in the Fulani into different ancestral homes. I kept on making the same point that this was a design to bring these people in to come and completely take over your ancestral land. I saw comments then. It has now become the same playbook, the same rhetorics. Where you see a person that cannot stand for him. Let me give you an example. After Amotekun, which was formed by the Yoruba people, led by Rotimi Akeredolu, we saw the Igbo themselves. They stood up, and they also formed Ebubiagu. Go and read the report that came from the US government about how Ebubiagu was used to destroy many Igbo youths. It was carried out by Sahara reporters. You formed a security outfit to protect your people. Look at what it turned into. And 2 governors' names were mentioned. It is the same vein we saw Muhammadu Buhari that almost frustrated Amotekun from inception. Whereas you are there deceiving yourself and did not ask Isba police. And today, our own kings have been destroyed. And anytime Yoruba say no, enough is enough, you see a statement that came from the north. Please, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Let me give you this clear example again. I want to give you a clear example if you don't understand. After the death of Muhammadu Buhari, after he died, Buba Galadima came on Arise television and he told everybody who have ears to listen. He said, the only reason why Muhammadu Buhari was brought on politics, that's the only reason. The primary purpose of bringing back Muhammadu Buhari to politics by the North was because they saw that the Yoruba people who own Kwara State, they wanted to take back their own place. He said it on Arise television. Taba sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin kan máa bínú. And when I speak, some of you are angry. A clear indication, no missing of words. The man came out and told everybody who have ears to listen in Nigeria. And today, Fulani wants to come out to power. That's the problem. Atiku wants to come back to power in this same country. They will get angry when I'm talking. Ombo, Awolade, you cannot allow these things to continue. I'm telling you. It is practically impossible for this agenda. It will not work. Now, statement was made by Ondo of Ife. He was telling Yoruba people, it is time to go back to your own ancestors. Let us use traditional means. But if a king can be abducted in his palace, then what are you talking about? A declaration of war on the indigenes, on the Yoruba people by these animals. That's what I'm saying. It will never happen. I'm telling you. It will not happen. If it could be withstood 1840 in the Osogbo War between Yoruba and Fulani, and Yoruba was able to conquer them, forget it. We are in 2026. The Fulani militias cannot come from different parts of Africa and take over Yoruba land. Forget it. Ewenje Ogunje. But the people who are in charge, they must not allow saboteurs amongst their means. That's where the problem lies. They cannot afford to allow saboteurs to enter to their means. This is what I've been talking about for a very, very long time. If you are watching till now, like and share this video and drop your comments. Kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also on notifications. At this time, one after the other, I was reading the comments of my viewers. Then we'll continue the program. Oniland said, Oni ìlú kò ní fẹ́ kí ìlú ó bàjẹ́. I said it. You cannot be owner of a place and want to allow that place to be destroyed. It's not possible. Lamidi said, God bless American government. God bless Donald Trump, and God bless Israeli president. We want to answer our father's name at this time. Joseph Akinrele said, Miyeti Allah are talking as if they are the saints of the land. They are the militias of a foreign body called Fulani, using their flocks cows as a cover up to run over our people and our land. They will live by all means possible. Oniland continued, said, US knows the goats among the sheep. Ondo Julius Adiele said, the only solution to reduce and stop the eliminations in Nigeria is for everyone to answer their father's name. The earlier, the better. Faustina Ojonjoku said, it is worrisome. I hear some people supporting them. Adrian Foster says, stop calling them terrorists. No, call them terrorists, don't call them bandits. Lady Kusha mentioned names here. Said, all these people, they should be sacked if people want to fight Boko Haram. Fumilayo Olabi said, my brother, thank you. I beg you, may God give you more strength to do this work. Amen. Adufe Elizabeth. Yoruba people are unique, accommodating, truthful, hardworking, reliable, diligent, resilient, law-abiding, highly magnanimous, caring, generous, cultured, traditionalist, have ethics, norms, values, law-abiding. As she said, she is proud to be Yoruba. Michael Alake said, Yoruba is a nation, but this country is a scam, and it will later happen. And he said, he's a proud to be a Yoruba person, and God bless Yoruba nation. Joel Ademam said, useless Eastern leaders are busy fighting themselves. Useless leaders and followers everywhere. God bless you for saying the truth. Amen. Prince Tofio TV. The banks and their sponsors will eventually turn their own ends and weapons against each other. Edith Nwadike prayed for me. He said, God bless you for the good report, but the best, everybody must answer their father's name. Dr. Wilson Christine, PhD, he said, I like your analysis. Let the haters jump to the lagoon, period. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, sir. Godwin Clement said, Sharia is on his way out of the Nigerian constitution. Chibuike Akubine said, brilliant delivery. Stevens Ehimadu said, thanks for the good news. Alawode Folashade said, true talk, you are bold. God bless you and uphold you, sir. Tinapaka said, thanks a million. Pastor is here. Pastor ABG said, how are you sure? Joel Animam said, you spoke well today. God bless you and your family. God bless your family too. Adelaja Sunday Oladimegi said, Tinubu has done well. He will surely structure the country called Nigeria. Fojo Tademola said, Mr. Fojo is here, said, Nigeria is no more one Nigeria. Let everybody answer their father's name. Stella Odele said, our Yoruba elders, please defend Yoruba land. No Sharia law in Yoruba land. Joseph Ode said, Rewan, keep doing what you are doing. Keep talking. is making sense by the grace of God. Whatever God has done, no man can undo it. Nigeria must be free from evil people. Sarah Israel said, remember, Tinubu found a way to corner to win the elections. And okay, from Igbo man, why Tinubu not allow Igbo man to become Nigeria president in 2023? Asking me a question. Oloniyo Moses said, unfortunately, some people are continually betraying their ancestors, asking Atiku to come and rule over Nigeria. At this time, my question to them is this: when did Igbo rule in Nigeria last? So now, brother, sister, wake up. If you collect money, money will finish, and ancestral right will surrender to slavery. Think about it, too. Amaseye Florence said, is it not the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu has been talking all this while? Adeyemi Olufadeju said, Oga, you are an Igbo man. I sabi you. No, I'm not an Igbo man. I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State. I'm an Egba person. I know my ancestors and I'm proud of them. Omo Egba Rewa. I know where my father come from. Royal Pastor said, but some of us are confused as in joining of Nigeria together by the British expired. So why are you guys still sitting on the fence? So the fact that you've been joined together and it doesn't exist on paper anymore, now it's time for you guys. Create a new contract, let everybody answer their father's name. This is like a goat tied down, and when it's released, you see there as if it's tied down, you guys are no longer joined together anymore. The contract had expired. But this is other way around it. The statement that came from Primate Audele, release Nnamdi Kanu or you arrest Sheikh Ahmad Gumi. What do you think about it? Let me now. I want to have this conversation with you. What do you think about that statement? Let us talk. Let me see your comments. Now let's continue with the program.